Check it out. I got a story to tell. A couple of weeks ago, a young man reached out to me. A young black man reached out to me and was took advantage of a check-in. And when he was checking in with me, for some reason I was getting agitated. And as I continued to hear, listen to what he was saying, I recognized one of the things that was agitating me was he kept saying, "Is that normal?" And when I had him, I asked him to pause for a moment so I could figure out what's going on for me, man. Because I was having a tough time tracking him and hearing him. When I paused him and I got to really adapt and figure out what it was, I recognized it was the word normal. And I asked the young man, I said, "Hey, listen, man, what is it that you're really asking me?" And he said, "Well, I, listen, I'm going to be free of saying what he said, but the message of this is, with mental health and mental illness, let's begin to shift the word normal to common. This is the reason why. Normal is a subjective term because it's based on a standard based on who knows what. It could be based on some figurative bull crap bull stuff, and it could be something valid. Who knows? The thing is, it's subjective. When we switch the language to common, common is based more on percentages. Because if I say, "Hey, do you do this? Do you do this?" It's almost like a survey methodology, right? "Hey, do you do this? Do you do this?" Now I can say, "Hey, out of X amount of people said this." Now it's a percentage, right? So now it becomes common versus uncommon. Now here's the crazy thing. I'm sitting here getting prepped for this panel like I'm doing tomorrow because July is Minority Mental Health Month. I'm glad we're acknowledging these things, and mental health is important. And it's interesting because I acknowledge and I'm aware of we really get to shift our language because we get to recognize, even though we say normal, which is in itself I think is a programming. We say normal, but normal is a subjective term, and it becomes aligned to whoever sets the standard to normal. Okay, when we begin to say common, now we take the stigmatism out of it. Is it common for people to think like that? Of course it's common. And at the same time, you're uncommon because you got a fingerprint. You're different than everybody else. That's the thing that we fail to say. That's the thing that we fail to acknowledge. So, in light of all these mental health months, let's begin to make common using the word common instead of normal, and acknowledging that no one is common. We are all uncommon in a common space, whether it's collective, earth, town, whatever, house. I'm detached from whatever it is. And that's what it is. I'm sharing this because it's coming to me as I'm prepping for this, and it's as nice as hell out in New Jersey. Got a little bit of rain, broke the heat, and that's what it is. Bless up, and so it is. Until next time, peace.